Adolescence is a very vulnerable time, we all know that. But what you might not know is that it's also a peak time for developing depression. How are parents to know whether their kid is just a moody teenager or in serious trouble? Well, we met a family that went on an incredible and difficult journey and now want to help others. Alex Crotty at 16 represents a troubling statistic. 1 in 5. That's nearly 20% of America's children who are suffering from a mental health condition.
When did things start to feel wrong to you?
Probably when I was around 11.
For 3 long years, she told no one. She finally decided to talk to her mother.
I said, I can't feel anything. And so she just gave me a hug, like cradled me like in her arms on the bed and was like, well, can you feel me? Can you feel my love?
Ready?
Go.
Go.
But even a mother's love wasn't enough to fix what was broken. At 14, Alex was diagnosed with major depression and anxiety.
Teenagers suffer at remarkably high rates.
Dr. Harold Koplowitz is the head of the Child Mind Institute, one of the nation's leading mental health centers for children. How big a problem is child mental health in America today?
Child and adolescent mental health disorders are the most common illnesses that children will experience under the age of 18. The number is so large that I think it's hard to wrap our heads around it.
15 million kids, and the vast majority do not get help.
Did you feel shame or stigma or embarrassment at the beginning?
Yeah, definitely. That's a big reason why I didn't tell anyone sooner, because I was really afraid that my parents would underreact and say like, oh, it's nothing, you've got a great life, or they'd overreact and like send me to a psych ward or something. I was too scared to reach out for help.
If Alex had gotten a rash, how many hours would it take before she would have gone to a drugstore and said, can I have some cream? And how many weeks would it take before she'd see a dermatologist? It was certainly less than 2 years. The shame and the stigma surrounding these disorders has really affected in a great way the ability for kids to get the help they need.
I didn't know that she was suffering from depression. I didn't know that she had a mental illness.
You use the term mental illness. It's hard for people to say that, especially with regards to their kids, right?
It sounds like there's something really wrong with you, but a mental illness is just an illness of your brain. It's an affliction like any other affliction that a body can have.
Alex has been in therapy and on medication for 2 years. She's doing great.
It takes a lot of guts to talk about this publicly.
We're very proud, and she's led the way as she's gotten help. She's been outspoken. She's trying to help other people. So we're just along for the ride with her.
What do you want your parents to know about you?
I am so much stronger after coming out of this, and if I didn't have the parents I have, I really don't think I could be sitting here today talking to you. I would do anything for them because I know that they do the same for me.
She is quite a girl. Experts say this can happen in any family and that kids are particularly vulnerable in their teenage years. So if a child isn't able to make or keep friends, or their academic performance and drive significantly changes, parents should consider seeking help. The other thing is if it lasts for more than 2 weeks, Dr. Koplowitz says you may need reinforcements here. You may need a professional.
So a moody kid is a couple of weeks, and then if you have some serious things to think about.
And you know, everyone gets unhappy, right? Sure. Everyone has. So you have to know how deep it's going. And the other big thing is don't minimize. Don't say, oh, I don't have any friends. Oh, of course you do.
Right.
That's that's not
Listen.
good. Listen.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of guts for the family to come out, and good for her.
Yeah, she wants to make a difference.
But she is.